Good morning. Good morning. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see Miss Jennifer was here. I appreciate you tapping in, Jen. Appreciate you tapping in. Good morning, Jennifer. Hi. I'm trying to get in here. Everybody want a piece of this DeShuan stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, y'all know I be having those littles on the weekend and they don't let me get to talk to y'all. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Evelyn. Welcome. Welcome. I got some time today. I promise y'all I'm gonna be on my cutest, most proper behavior this morning. And I promise I'm not gonna be emotional or overly uncivilized. And I'm gonna use my grown-up words and all of that. The only thing I don't have is water. So I may have to walk through the house and go get me a bottle of water real quick. Great, great, great. Thank you. I see everybody coming on in. If you have not done so already, good morning. Go ahead and help me out and share this out. Just send it to one or two of your friends if you like. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to get into some things. We are about to talk about the DeShuan of it all. Yes, Burner Boy, grown up words. We're not talking about Jerry Judy today, so I'm going to win my battle. I'm determined. I'm gonna win my battle today. Listen, Deshaun had me a little bit upset, but not that upset that I lost my battle. But I was looking at him with a side eye, like, "Are you really over there doing this right now, Deshaun?" Yes, but we gonna talk about it because let me tell y'all something. If you're new here, I am Discerning Goddess. Welcome to my channel. Over here, we love Coach Prime. We support Coach Prime and we support CU football. And we support our CU NFL nephews on their journey to greatness. And today, we will be discussing the Cleveland Browns. And we know our nephew, Shador Sanders, is over at the Cleveland Browns. There's always something happening over at the circus, right? They're the circus because what? We replace the Browns with the clowns. They are the Cleveland Clowns because there's always something happening over at the Cleveland Clown Show. And they have not failed to give us a clown show. We can replace the Browns with the clowns. It's always a circus over there, and they have not disappointed us. They're going to give us a show every time. And this is why I will always be on the side of get your door out of there. Get your door out of there. Y'all can all listen. I'm from the generation of the color purple. Grew up on the watching that movie. Grew up on watching that movie. I might be triggered a little bit, but go back to that scene where Oprah Winfrey got into it at the gas station and she was like, "Get my children out of here! Get my children out of here!" That's me right now. Get your door out of here! Get your door out of here! Take him out of Cleveland. Get him out of the Browns right now. I'm having a meltdown. Get your door out of Cleveland. This is how I feel. Hi, Miss Aretha, y'all. Miss Aretha is here. Yes, Mr. Reed. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Get your door out of Cleveland. I hate the clown show. Every morning we wake up, it's the Cleveland Clown Show. They gonna give us a Cleveland Clown Show. And the thing is this too. They have such a they have such a perfect person in their company in Shador, and they don't know how to utilize it. They misuse his presence. They misuse his image. They misuse everything he can do for that franchise in such a raggedy way. Like they take his engagement to the most lowest degree. It's so low vibrational. They cast his net so wide, and instead of filtering it out and doing the things that can make that franchise look so good because they have Shador there. They do all the other things. They don't mind bringing in all the what you call them things you get out the gutter, the crawfish, the sea roaches. They just bring in everything and put it on social media and try to make it stick to the wall. You know how they say throw something to the wall and make it stick? That's what the Cleveland Clown Show does with Shador. And I don't like this at all, that he's in the middle of this mess. Good morning, Detroit Gemini. Good morning. Yes, put some respect on his name, Miss Evelyn. One thing Miss Evelyn gonna do is come over here and put some respect on nephew's name, Pro Bowler Shador Sanders. Yes, 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 ma'am. So y'all know that it's a lot going on, and I'm just gonna get right down to it. So, in case you have been living under a rock somewhere, in case you have been living under a rock somewhere, there's this fake competition that's been happening where Shador and DeShuan have been competing to be QB1. So it was discovered on last Friday that the tracker was a lie, right? And so I'm of the mindset of saying that if y'all discovered Friday that the tracker was a lie, who's to say that all the trackers were not a lie? Who's to say that all the trackers that we've been looking at and going by, that those were not tampered with? So since that one was discovered, and the only reason we know it was a lie is because Bucky was there to get the footage, and that it was open to the public, and some of the public were there to see it with their own eyes. But when the practices were closed to the public, and we only had the lying, pathological lying, arsonist, disgusting Cleveland sports media's words to go by, right? And so we had no choice to believe what they said, right? So I'm here to say that all the trackers have been tampered with. We can't believe nothing they say, especially if it's coming from the Cleveland media. In my opinion, you guys, there is nobody that I trust that says Cleveland media. I don't care if it's new media, old media, current media, none of it. They all are, they lack integrity. Everybody is in it for whatever they're in it for. And one day when I get back on StreamYard, right now I'm still on StreamYard. I just don't have the time to do all that editing and producing. I don't want to do all that right now because I have too much. I'm working from home, so I don't want to do all that. I'm on too many devices. But too many people have their hand in the pot. They have it's something in it for them. So what they're bringing us is their content has been um not even tampered with. You can't trust it. Because when the truth is out there and you find people in front of you that can't even stand on truth, or when y'all are over there calling for a boycott and they come back to you talking about, hold on now. Wait a minute. And they start tampering with you, trying to call for justice for Shador. Now you have to look at why are you trying to make us be quiet? Now I can't believe nothing you say. But that's another subject for another day. So all of those trackers, just forget the trackers. We're going to go by what well-off media say. So Bucky need to be out there as often as possible from now on. So had we not saw that with our own eyes, we would have believed that Shador didn't have any touchdowns. You know, the completions weren't there or any of that. Y'all watch what y'all say because they're withholding a lot of your comments. I could see them, but they're not posting them. So just refrain from some of your words or spell them differently. So anywho, so the fake competition. I want to say congratulations to Shador. You did a job well done. We enjoy watching you. We always enjoy watching you. So what's the difference between last season's preseason game and this season? Well, we know last season with Rat Face Kevin Stefanski that it was not a fair. Nothing was fair. We know that the preseason that Shador played in, he had absolutely 0 reps. 0 reps. And Shador compared to Dylan Gabriel, Dylan had mass protection and first team reps. Shador had 0 reps. He wasn't even playing with third team. He was playing with whoever wanted to catch the ball. That's the custodians, the facility people, whoever. So by the time he got in the preseason game, he was playing with people who had to be to work on Monday. That meant the old linemen, the running backs, so-called receivers, everybody was out there trying to get on the 53-man roster, right? So when we saw Dylan play, it was like, okay, Dylan, check down, check down, check down. O-line block, boom, boom, boom. Mass protection. By the time Shador got out there, it's like, oh, what the hell happened? 2. Okay, boom. Now, this year, it was all is fair. Fair, fair, fair. O-line okay. Running back okay. Oh, everything okay. It wasn't perfect. It was okay. Shador had to make lemons out of lemonade. Shador is used to playing under pressure. That's his superpower. We know this. You know why we know this? We've seen him do it over and over and over again. Welcome, Peter. Welcome, Peter. Let me see if I can fix the volume. My volume is fine. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. How does it sound now, Portia? How does it sound now? But yeah, we've seen Shador make lemons out of lemonade. He plays well under pressure, right? So the game he just played with okay weapons, okay protection, that's something he's used to. Now it's DeShuan's turn. Same thing. Nothing special, nothing more, nothing less. Thank you, Jen. He gets out there and he falls apart. So it is my guesstimation, and it's my guesstimation that DeShuan thought that he would get the princess treatment that Dylan got last season. He thought that this was a Kevin Stefanski production, that he would somehow miraculously get treated better. And Todd Monken was like, you need to get out there and be the veteran that you are. Right? You need to get out there and show us what you're working with, beloved. And he got out there and fell completely apart. Hell, for what it's worth, thank you, Miss Aretha. Y'all check out Miss Aretha. She showed up with her auntie badge today. She said, y'all better recognize auntie is in the building. Miss Aretha, listen. So DeShuan, bless his heart, and listen, I'm of the mindset of this. Really ain't got nothing against DeShuan. I just want him to be fair to my nephew. It's a competition regardless, but I am biased to Shador. Everybody knows it. But don't be doing nothing against my nephew. But either way it goes, he played horrible. He played horrible. And everybody saw it with their own 2 eyes. When I say everybody, you could not walk away from that game and see like, oh shit, it was no competition. Shador, even though they lost the game, Shador got the only touchdown. He looked better. He played better. Okay. And he had better poise. He had better timing. Okay. DeShuan had none of that. He had no poise. His timing was off. For him to be the veteran, I was like, I expected more from you. And then the worse he played, the more the people booed. If you following me or if you connected with me over on the X, on the Twitter, I had to ask the media a question. I'm like, because earlier that day, we got attacked. This man with the crooked face came out and and fired shots and told him to be careful because Shador's fan base is rabid. He basically called us animal and said animals and told the man we have rabies. I was offended by that. So basically, he told the man that Shador's fan base are like animals and we are likened to animals with rabies. So I asked the question like, we don't live in Cleveland or Ohio, so who's over there doing all the booing? Answer us that. I'm still waiting for a response. Because, see, that's the people of Cleveland, Ohio, and all around over there that are responding to DeShuan's performance. Not his presence, his performance. Because if it was his presence, they would have responded to him the moment he stepped foot on that field. They responded to his performance. We're going to get to his presence in a minute. Crickets. You hear me? So what you're not going to do is give me I told you I was going to be good. I was going to use my adult words today. So I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to use my adult words. I'm going to keep going. Y'all got to encourage me in this chat to keep moving. We're going to use adult words. Ladies, y'all got to encourage me to keep it cute. You say, yes, them people were booing Watson when Shador was still in college. Yes, this ain't got nothing to do with Shador. This don't have nothing to do with Shador. Or us. Or us. So let me keep going. So listen. So where DeShuan Watson is concerned, he has a terrible game. We're excited for Shador. Mind you, at this point, I'm like, okay, Shador got this. I'm excited. I'm on cloud 29. I'm like, ooh. You know, I'm doing the shoulder rock, whatever you want to call it. Nephew done did his thing. We got this. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Just happy. Can't wait to see him come out, you know, glowing and all of that stuff. I heard about his sideline interview with the little hater lady. Like, Shador, you got to protect your energy. You need the right people around you because, baby, I've been done told that lady, no, he ain't talking to you. Go apologize. We need public apologies. We need public apologies to match this public disrespect. Just because you media, you're not entitled to him to come talk to you, to come be up in his face. This is what I'm talking about. These people are disgusting. Y'all know what I want to call them, the R word. They say whatever they want to say. Shador has been attacked from the moment he got to Cleveland, relentlessly, every single day. Every single day. On his lowest moments to his highest highs, he's been attacked and called everything but a child of God from people who he got to see every single day. And you have the nerve to come in his face with a microphone. Just the other day, she was trying to get Joel Bitonio or whoever the fat Superman guy is who was diving and allowing people to run Shador over last season to say something silly about Shador the other day, I believe Thursday or Friday. She was trying to create a narrative and get him to say something nasty and disgusting about Shador over on the sideline during practice. Yeah, that lady who's always talking crazy about him. But Shador gave her a moment. I don't give people moments. You don't get to play in my face. But Shador, that's how gracious he is. See, that's why I always tell y'all, Coach Prime is a classy man. And he produced a classy son. I ain't got that type of class in me. I'm classy, but my class come with conditions. You don't get to play in my face and think I'm going to show you grace. I will walk by you like I ain't never met you in life. Shador is a different type of individual. You don't get many times to get that energy from me. We once or twice, and we ain't never met before in life. Never. Oh my God. What'd you say? Be myself. Let's go with the. It's early. It's early. It's early. We don't need to be cute. Oh my God, y'all are so silly. Oh. um. Good morning, ladies. I'm gonna try to keep it clean. It's real early, and I think some of my family members are on here because I invited everybody. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we'll see how it progresses. We'll see how it progresses. But no, in terms of these media people, they are the most disgusting. I see everything that they say about him, what they say about us as a fan base, and when I tell you, Shador needs, I don't know who his PR team is, and maybe he told them it's okay. I don't mind talking to them, but they would see the back of my head. They would see the back of my head. They would never hear my voice. They would never get me on their panels. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So he gave that lady the time of day, and then he was like, he told her he don't like the booing, and he told the people to stop booing DeShuan. I get it. Shout out to Coach Prime. He does have a child that's extremely compassionate. And again, that's the Aquarius in us. I don't have to tell you that I forgive you when I forgive you. I will forgive you in my heart, but I still don't have to allow you around me. Basically, I'll forgive you. That's between me and God. But I'll never talk to you again. I would never allow you in my life again. I won't allow you close to me so you can reoffend me and stuff like that. So that's how forgiveness looks for me. I don't let people dictate how I should forgive them, right? So that's the compassion in Shador. He's very compassionate and he's a high empath. He's an empath. And you have to protect people like him because empaths attract a whole bunch of evil people. People don't have the best intentions for people who are highly empathic. So let me keep going. So with that being said, let's fast forward to the presser. So previously, if you all go back to how the pressers have been. So when this season first started, we saw pressers. The Browns did presser. Right? We never saw DeShuan come to the presses for so long. I'm like, dang, when DeShuan's gonna do a presser? Everybody wanted, he was back, and I'm over here in my friend group. I'm like, well, dang, when DeShuan is gonna come do a presser? When is he gonna do the presser? Like, it's not fair. Shador does his pressers. It's not fair. Shador's been criticized. He's been judged. He's been graded for every single thing, but it's not fair that he's doing a presser and DeShuan is a veteran and he's not doing any pressers. So it was weeks and months before DeShuan did a presser. So finally, DeShuan does his presser. But Shador goes first and DeShuan went next, right? Cool. DeShuan did a presser. He had all this energy. Then he throws around all these words. He intends to play 17 games, and he talked to Dee and Jimmy. They came to his wedding. He has a great relationship with them and all this stuff. Let me tell y'all something about people. When they always talking about who they know, they talk to the owner. They know the person that owned this place and that place. Let me tell you something. They always talking about who they know. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Every time there was a presser that included the QBs, Shador always went first, y'all. And DeShuan would follow up. See, let me tell you something. Shador went first. So Shador set the blueprint. DeShuan got to hear Shador's talking points. DeShuan got to feel Shador's energy. DeShuan got to come in on the defense if he needed to, or roundabout, throw shade, correct some stuff. However he did it, Shador went first, except for this time. DeShuan went first. So when we saw DeShuan go first, that was the real DeShuan, y'all. That was the real DeShuan. When we saw DeShuan do his presser this weekend, that was the real DeShuan. He didn't get to go after Shador. See, usually when Shador goes first, DeShuan goes next. He gets to ride off of Shador's energy. Shador sets the pace. He will usually set the pace and set everything in motion. he gets to go off of Shador's talking points and try to one up Shador sometimes, okay? Not this time, baby. Not this time. Y'all better tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I need this chat to chime in. So when you got him on that podium in that presser this weekend, DeShuan had to be himself. And what you saw was a little boy throwing a tantrum. You saw his raw emotions. You saw the real person. The real person. I don't know what the hell happened in that locker room or how the hell it transpired, but he had lost his damn mind. Let's get into it. And I loved every moment of it. I'm sorry. I loved every moment of it because I was like, this man done lost his goddamn mind. You say you think Monken set Watson up? He wants Shador to be. Well, I don't think Monken set him up. Okay, let me see. Yes, Detroit knew Cleveland and how he really felt about the fans, right? And let me know if y'all can hear me because my phone just reset, so I don't know what's going on. And they knew how he really felt about the fans because that could have been one of the real reasons it took them so long to put him out there in the presser. They was working on him behind the scenes. And also, all of his media training just went out the window. All of his media training. The boy was up there fixing his earrings like he was getting ready to fight. I was like, what is he doing? When he was doing it, I was like, is he taking the earrings off like he about to get into a scuffle or something? Like, I was so confused. I was genuinely confused, y'all, when he was up there talking. I'm like, why is he doing this? I was scared for him. But then again, I was confused. I'm like, why is he messing with his earrings? Like, Lord, where's security? So it's like, because I ain't want nothing to happen to the boy because he's worth too much money. You know what I mean? So then when he started talking, I said, oh, Lord, it's going down. It's going downhill from, it's like the saxophone just got louder. Like, from the time he was out there playing and he fell apart on out there on the field to the time he got to the presser, it's the saxophones got louder and louder and louder. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know who do videos who's listening to me. And I'm finna give y'all some content. I don't care who do it. But I need for one of y'all to go ahead and pull the footage of his game this weekend. Take all the sound out of it and put the saxophones in it and just give me the saxophones. I'll pay y'all for it, but you can go ahead and keep it. But I just want to see the saxophones go from crescendo, just go from low to high. Louder and louder from the game to the presser. That's it. That's what I wanted because that's what the day was like for him. But anywho, back to the presser. It was a mess, y'all. It was a catastrophe. It was a catastrophe. And it was like when he mentioned his mom and his wife, this is how you know it was a mental health breakdown. Because there are key things when a person is having a mental health breakdown or having a moment. It's like there are things that should center you. That should center you. Normally it is your loved ones directly connected to you, your children, your husband, your wife, or somebody. When he mentioned his mom and his wife, and that didn't help. He didn't shut it up or shut it down. He just kept going. I said, "Oh, this nigga done lost his goddamn mind. He done lost." He done lost his mind. He done mentioned his mama and his wife, and he's still going down. It's a downward spiral. But the thing is, no, I don't think Coach Todd Monken set him up. I think that Coach Monken put him in the best position to compete. What do I mean by that? He made it a fair competition. He made it a fair competition. You are the veteran. Shador is year 2. I'm going to give y'all the best, um um surround y'all with the best players, the similar amount of players to do what you got to do. You have to make the best out of it. DeShuan thought that with his friends, Jerry Judy and Isaiah Bond, and whoever he had the best chemistry with, he thought that those would be the players that he would be able to play with and connect with that make him look good. No, we saw the list of players that would be kept out of the game. Jerry Judy's name was not on there, and I was pissed off because I thought that somehow, some way, that they were going to try to slide Judy in when Shador was out there, but I'm so glad it didn't happen. I thought that Jerry Judy would be out there with DeShuan because they do have a connection. They have a chemistry. That didn't happen. So no, I don't think Todd Monken set him up. I think Todd Monken knows that DeShuan is handicapped by his chemistry with some of the guys. And that's a smart coach. So he wants to see if DeShuan can lead on that field with men and keep them upright. So what do I mean by that? Shador doesn't have to have a chemistry with those guys. Luke Ferreira, whatever, for Floria, whatever his name is, Shador will lead. He will lead him out, lead him along the route so he can get that ball. Other young man, when Shador made that interception, it really wasn't an interception. The way Shador threw that ball, he intended for it to be right where, because had he threw it open, that young man would have ran to catch it, and that young man would have gotten hurt by the tackle. He would have threw that ball in a way that would got that young man smashed with in between two men. So the way Shador threw that ball, it really kept that young man, that tight end, safe. DeShuan has to know how to lead those young men on that football field, regardless of whether he has a relationship with them or not. So that's what I believe Todd Monken wanted to see, his leadership and operation on that field, regardless of whether he has a chemistry with those players or not. He had to. You have to make it. You have to make it that way. I hate working in groups. I mean, I'm the person in class, in college, that dread group projects. I dread group projects, right? Because there's always at least one person that's not going to carry their weight. And it's like, that's just not going to put forth the effort. That's not going to do the research. And it's not that they don't want to. Sometimes they just don't have they just don't know how. Or if they know how, they just depend on everybody else to make an A. And their lack of effort will bring us down to maybe a B or A minus. So I understand you not wanting to work with people who are just as talented as you. But you can't just go out there and not do good, DeShuan, because you don't like the people on the field. You want your friends around you. That's not what preseason is about. The people out there want a job just like you have a job. It is up to you to make them look good. See, that's the difference between you and Shador. Shador doesn't mind working with people and helping them look good. So DeShuan went out there with his entitled ass and felt like he was better than them. And he didn't want to help nobody look good. So he quit and got your ass in the presser and decided that you would throw a fucking tantrum. And that's what he did, threw a tantrum. And so let's get to this narcissistic ass, because then you have heifers like Mary Kay, who went on a whole rant feeling sorry for him. Okay, she goes on feeling sorry for him, talking about it's Coach Todd Monken's fault for putting him out there with the people she put him out. It's the preseason, lady. Shut the hell up. Ain't nobody out there with their damn best friends and the ones. Ain't no damn twos out there. What the hell? We go from a quarterback battle to now you feeling sorry for him. This is a sport. He gotta make the best of it. Shador has been persecuted since the day he got into damn Cleveland, and now y'all out here having a goddamn pity party and playing violins for DeShuan, a whole person who has over 20 women who have accused him of SA, and now y'all want to have a pity party for him. Somebody who y'all have wanted to send the hell up out of Cleveland since the day he got there. Now, all of a sudden, y'all feel sorry for him. We gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about it today. So hold up right now. Stop the press. Hold up. So here we are today. You either gonna want him or you don't want him. So he goes and throws a tantrum on the podium. His problem is not the fan base, y'all. So here's the thing about narcissists. His problem is, one, he's a sore loser. He didn't just lose, he lost to Shador. And I keep telling y'all, he don't mess with Shador like that. The whole thing is, way before Shador's draft, out of nowhere, his QB coach, Quincy Avery, started attacking Shador out of nowhere. And if you do the homework, Quincy and Jerry Jeudy are from the same area. And there is no coincidence that Jerry has an issue with Shador. They've been cooking up this shit for a long time. So DeShuan has been throwing rocks and hiding his hand for a while. He has been having these niggas out there taunting and doing shit to Shador for a while. And while he sits there and look innocent, he is not innocent. Okay? Quincy done started some shit. He's been out here doing dirty work for him. You know, Jerry with his dumb behind wants to jump up in Shador's face. Jerry, you good. And you know what? I might take a hit for saying this, but you know what? Y'all do this to people who got shit to lose. Y'all know the Sanders family got a lot to lose. Y'all, they got a lot to lose. But ain't no way you're going to run up in somebody's baby brother, baby sister face like this. Let me tell you something about us. Shout out to my family. Because we done jumped over that banister on y'all ass. Running up in our face. Couldn't have been no regular people. Y'all can only do stuff like that to the Sanders because y'all know them people got a lot to lose. I'm going to tell you, it couldn't have been Shiloh because Shiloh don't give a fuck. He'd have laid your ass out there on that sideline. You'd still be laid out. But you do that to them. You do that to the Sanders because they got a lot to lose. But y'all wouldn't have did that to no regular folks. But keep messing around and you're going to find out. So anywho, DeShuan has been playing these little games behind the scene for a long time. He wasn't up there on that podium because of the fans booing him. He didn't have that fit because of the fans booing him. He's been doing little things for quite a while to affect Shador's outcome for quite a while. Shador had a good game and it was going up for Shador. So this is likened to somebody's air in their balloon. Shador has air in his balloon. So what can DeShuan do? He can't lash out at Shador. Shador is about to be in the headlines. Boom. Shador Sanders over Deshaun Watson. So what can he do? He goes and throw a fit. I'll be damned if I let him be the headline over me. So what does he do? Throw a tantrum. Y'all think I'm lying. So my tantrum and my meltdown, I'm going to be in the headline. Baby, let me tell you something. A good PR person is a good PR person. Somebody done told him, you better go have a fit. You better go say something. You better go shake the table. If you think I'm lying, go on X, go on Twitter right now. That boy got t-shirts and hats for sale. Remember when I told y'all, Jerry Jeudy, you stupid? You did not capitalize off the moment because people was like, Four is his brand. Four is his brand. Four is his brand. I say, well, if it was his brand, why he ain't drop his link and tell y'all to go shop his merch? Baby, it's some DeShuan merch out there for sale. Right now, the number 4, hats and t-shirts. Right now. So if you happen to be a DeShuan fan, Uh-huh. Go and get your hat and t-shirts right now. Y'all gonna leave me alone. Y'all gonna stop telling me I'm crazy. I know what the fuck I be talking about. And I know what I be seeing. Okay? That boy been playing in y'all face. This ain't got nothing to do with no fans by booing him. He can't stand Shador. So, but he is very much capitalizing off the moment, off the attention. He don't need the money, but he's definitely trolling. He's trolling the hell out of the internet right now. Him and some of the Cleveland media who he got in his pocket. Because he got y'all favorites over on YouTube now. It's one person, I'm going to just say Heavy G Bushwhack, got their mama over there. One thing about black women, let me tell y'all something about some of y'all black women. Y'all cannot be the type of black women that is male identified. Because that's the worst thing you can be. Love your sons. Love your daddy. Okay? Defend your husband. But when you out here talking about men you know nothing about, you look silly. This woman really sat up there yesterday talking about, it's the women's fault. It's the women's fault. They did something to him. You literally said over 20 women, all them 20 women was lying when they said about that man SA'd them or did something. How you go get massages? And I'm not saying all of them were telling the truth, but 20-something women ain't telling the same lie on you. But you fix your mouth to tell victims that they're liars. This is a conversation just as women we should stay out of. You never want to be on the side to tell a woman something didn't happen to her or even a man. And you need to be very careful when you have your mama on your platform defending a pedophile, a predator, okay? Someone who has that stigma attached to them, a whole predator. He's more than just a bust as a QB. He's also a predator, even though he was in charge. Some men like to say, well, he was in charge. That don't mean he didn't do it. Ask those women. I mean, my God, and you want to have respect for your elders? It's hard. Ma'am, please don't do that ever again. Please don't do that ever again. I know you got boys. I do too. I love mine. But I also teach mine no means no. No means no. And if you ever get caught up in a situation where you didn't listen, you're going to have, don't call me, call your daddy. Because they know how I feel. Don't ever call me. Try not to put people's name in my chat, y'all. I ain't even call nobody name. I just say Heavy G Bushwhack. But that was crazy work. You go off on the victims, and unless you've been in a situation where you were violated, and I'm talking from a professional point of view, where I have been an advocate and an assistant and a worker for victims, infants all the way to adults. Unless you have been in that position, don't ever talk against somebody unless you have been a victim yourself. Don't ever speak against situations like that. Just keep your mouth shut because you don't know what it's like. I can't even talk about stories without feeling like I'm about to cry. Stop. Don't do that to them people. They have to spend the rest of their life living that pain and that trauma. You don't know what them people been through. Whether you agree or you disagree, keep it to yourself. You wasn't there. It didn't happen to you. Just because you like somebody. Okay, fine. You like them. But don't dare discredit somebody else's trauma. Don't do that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Appreciate y'all being here. But yeah, so DeShuan's outburst was not about the fans, I don't think. But if it was, let's talk about that. If he feels that way about the fans in Cleveland, it's hilarious because then let's even call him a mental health breakdown, right? He had a mental health breakdown on the podium. Can we trust that your leadership will be um have the best interest in the locker room with the players? Because right now you appear to be unstable. And can we trust that when you come into contact with fans as well as their children, are you jaded? How will you handle unfavorable remarks after you have a bad game? Now, let's say I'm a fan and I happen to be of the Caucasian persuasion, and you come across me and my grandbabies, right? And you have a bad game and you snatch the pen a little too hard, and my baby go, ouch, you hurt my finger. Could I say then you are a bit aggressive because you hate the fans? Like, DeShuan, can you be careful? Like, I'm calling the front office on your ass because you hate the fans. We have your whole rant as a receipt that you hate the fans. You don't like us. So am I going to choose you as QB1 then? But what I do have to weigh against your rant is the fact that the children in Cleveland love Shador. The old ladies, the young ladies, the young women, the girls love Shador. And we ain't got to worry about our girls and young girls and women's being sexually assaulted and mishandled with Shador. So when we're making this decision for QB1, it's going to be Shador because we don't need security. We're going to have security for Shador, yes, but we don't need security around the women when Shador's there. But we're going to need security in the eyes and the sky around your ass. Okay? And then he even went so far as to say he has a charity in Cleveland. He does this and this and this in Cleveland. So I guess to say he competes with Shador or to put himself side by side with the work that Shador does. But why are we just hearing about this? And from what I heard, he made over $500,000 from his charity, but only $85,000 of it has been spent. So where's the rest of the money? So again, he's competing with Shador, but you really can't compete with Shador. That's a bar. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself because I am not no rapper. But anyway, but yeah, like DeShuan, what you gonna do? Like, if they choose you as QB1 or the franchise, what you gonna do? Because the way you just acted, I don't see Nike calling you. Maybe and1, maybe Shaq, maybe Master P, but not Nike. Man, please. He said, F them fans. Y'all, I was concerned. No, but seriously, I have seen something like this, like for real. Somebody really have a meltdown at work. It was serious. Next thing you know, they, in order to justify it, they did need to go see and talk to somebody. We did have to put them on paperwork. And again, corporately, we have to protect them and the people at work. So this is my suggestion to Cleveland Browns. If you all are going to keep DeShuan on as a working staff person, not QB1, he needs to be seeing somebody on a daily basis, especially game days. Game days, he needs to have a therapist there, a psychiatrist or psychologist right there on the sidelines. Every time they boo him, when he gets off that field, he needs to stand beside or sit beside his person. That person needs to always check in. How do you feel? How do you feel hearing that? Tell me what you feel. Use your feeling words. They need to have a therapy session with him every time the boos come in. Because the boos are gonna get louder and louder. They're not gonna stop. So if he wants to be there, that's one of the contingencies of him staying there. Because now we are not just concerned about our fan base, we're concerned about you. And in order for you to be here, we need to know that your mental health is intact. So we're going to need you to make sure you have your person here. And we're going to, and it's okay, we'll provide it. This is called EAP, Employee Assistance Programming, okay? It could be in private. Nobody has to know this is your person. God, they can look like a normal person. We're going to put them in Cleveland Browns clothes and everything. It could be a pretty woman. It could be an old man. But we need to know that your person is here with you every single day. Okay. This is for your protection and your mental health as well as ours. Okay. So the moment he says, I don't need that, the contract is voided. His locker is clean. His card is deactivated. Somebody escort this motherfucker out of here. Because he ain't finna go poster on us. Get him away from my nephew. Listen, this your last day. We tried to help you. We tried to help you. You don't had a meltdown in front of the world. Listen, do you know we are in the day and times when people come to the schools right now? They come in, you know what I'm saying? Put holes in whole schools where little children go. You can't even go into a school without feeling like you're going into the courthouse. Okay, we are in the day and times where people get mad at work and they'll come back to work and just take it out on the whole office. We are not doing this. And that's what it just made me concerned. When that man started fixing his earrings, it looked like he had a plan. Like he had a plan. Like, oh, what's that movie? Training Day. It took me back to Training Day. When Denzel Washington was like, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. He just went, child. I was like, what this boy finna do? What the hell is he about to do? But that's how I feel about DeShuan. He done went up there and he done did all those antics. Now he got people around here telling him about his behind. He got people around here giving him a pity party. He has basically waged war and gave Jimmy Haslam an ultimatum. Y'all gonna pick me or else, okay? Or else. So basically, Todd Monken got y'all around here thinking that it's his decision when it's not. It's not. So if Todd Monken comes to us today and it's DeShuan and not Shador, understand this. DeShuan threw a whole fit. And here's the thing. I don't want to be chosen. If I got to show my ass to get a promotion at work, I don't want the job. I don't want to be with nobody don't want me. Like, for real. Like, you want to be where you want it. Not where you... Like, boy, just you make enough money for you to come, put on your khaki pants and your polo shirt and a cap and sit your ass down on the bench, whether they want you to be QB1 or not. Like, go teach football somewhere. Just stay away from people, mama. Y'all understand what I mean? Yeah, Gemini said Watson raged war on the fan base is crazy work. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. If he would win, fans would not be vocal. Big Ben, he said Big Ben had allegations, but because he won Super Bowls, people looked the other way. Listen, you got to win. This is a winning industry. Don't nobody care nothing about all that. Listen, that wasn't that crazy? But Gordy, a mental health breakdown while fixing his $100,000 earring. One earring, $100,000. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, Portia. You say, then the brother asked, as a mother, how would we feel if that was our son? Listen, and I'm down there in the comments saying my son wouldn't do that. Like, boy, if y'all don't cut this mess out. Listen, Todd is just there to fill the position. We know that Jimmy is making the decision. Miss Aretha, we know that Jimmy is making the decision. So, y'all, that's it. Those are my thoughts as it pertains to the DeShuan Watson fiasco that's happening down at the Cleveland Clowns show. We always sending good energy to our nephew Shador. I hate that he's in the midst of all of this. We want to hope and pray that he's also keeping himself covered, keeping himself grounded with good thoughts and good energy. It could be hard to be in a room that's so heavy because I can only imagine how uncomfortable it feels to be in a space where all this has happened, you know. So he hurt himself for the city of Cleveland. He hates it there. He hates it there. You can see it. He hates it there. You know? And I'm pretty sure if we dig a little deeper, and we probably can find his house on sale somewhere. He probably has a low key a broker shopping his house around secretly, you know, discreetly. A good broker that doesn't want to put it out there is not out there yet, but he probably has a good broker shopping his house around. Probably that house gonna be sold the moment he feel like he don't want to be there. But yeah, but he hates it there. He can't stand it there. You can tell the vitriol, the disdain, the disgust. Like he don't like being there and he don't like those people. Imagine being on a job you hate. The moment him and Jerry posted those watches, that let me know everything I needed to know. Jerry was sabotaging his opportunity, his job, and everything. He was sabotaging. And the moment they posted those watches that they were linked up together, and all the shenanigans that Jerry Judy was pulling, and you would associate yourself with that type of shit, that let me know everything. Listen, you see somebody who is a possible cancer to the locker room, and you post yourself up publicly with that, that tells me everything I need to know. That you condone it and you don't mind stinking with them. Why would you see a skunk and go stand next to it? That's because you a skunk too. They both want to leave Cleveland Browns. And they might get their wish. That's how I see it. You might get your wish, y'all. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. I appreciate y'all hanging up with me today. If you have not already done so, like this video, don't forget to hype it. Come back and hype it up and share it. Let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts about the shine. I know those who you're gonna come back and do the replay. And I will see you all in the next video. For the ladies, we are over in Discord. If you need the Discord link, go ahead and send me an email and I will send you the Discord link to join us over there. Other than that, y'all have